Toshka Lake is a big hope for Egyptian citizens in need of water for agriculture. This project was started in 1997, but it buried people's hope and failed. What was the reason behind failure of this project when Egyptians needed it a lot? Welcome back to our channel, Unique Uplifts, presented as the solution to Egypt's demographic and economic issues and the Arab world's largest and most expensive engineering enterprise. The Toshka New Valley project has now very little to show except for evidence of all ill-informed political decisions. Toshka's premises were simple yet grandiose: to dig a 240-kilometer canal out in the western desert, feeding off Lake Nasser's water. This easing the country's serious overpopulation, unemployment, and food security problems. When work started at Toshka in 1997, Hosni Mubarak was only reviving Nasser's schema. Toshka was less grounded in reality than in politics, and this has played into its failure, and everyone lost the hope on this project.
الأرض الصخرية جرانيتية، يعني مش صخرية عادية، كانت منع فرع 3 يتعمل بمسافة طويلة حقيقة، تم إنفاق ثروة كبيرة جدا من مال المصريين.
قطع في جرانيت 9 كيلو بعرض تحت 20 متر وفوق 40 متر عشان يعدي المية. طب بتنفع كده بتنفع كده، مفيش حل ده غير لازم نعدي.
After as the time flew, the Toshka project in Upper Egypt's Aswan was revived by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi in 2014 to become a giant development project after 2 decades of futility. The Toshka project, located in the South Valley in Aswan and believed to be the largest of its type in the region, aims at achieve self-sufficiency in wheat, a basic commodity that has been highly affected by the Russia-Ukraine crisis. The crisis has affected the wheat supply globally, especially as the 2 warring countries are one of the largest wheat exporters worldwide. Egypt has depended over the past years on Russia and Ukraine for about 80% of its wheat imports. According to officials, Egyptian President Sisi inspects Toshka agricultural lands. Egyptian presidency. During the inauguration of the project in December, Sisi called for speedy reclamation of the Toshka lands for the possibility to produce around 500,000 tons of wheat. According to a documentary aired during the inauguration, the project can decrease Egypt's imports of wheat to only a quarter of total consumption. The presence of depression helped establish the Toshka New Valley project, made possible by the Sheikh Zayed Canal, which starts from the Mubarak. The Toshka Hollow lies within the seismically active Nubian swell. The Egyptian government is developing the surrounding region, also known as New Valley Project. The plan is to extend the waterway to the Karga Oasis. Originally intended to relocate millions of Egyptians from overcrowded cities into a new Nile Valley, the project includes the plans of hundreds of thousands of hectares of irrigated farmland. The current study presents the first bathymetric map of Toshka lakes in Egypt, using the bathymetric method that is based on the combination of in situ measurements, remote sensing, and GIS technologies. Such a combination allows an accurate determination of the 3-dimensional shapes and volumes of inland water basins, as shown by its implementation in the survey of the Toshka Lakes. The determined total surface area of the Toshka Lakes is 23,2164 km², holding a cumulative capacity of 53.28 billion m3, almost equal to Egypt's annual water income from the Nile. Being today the Toshka Lakes in a mature stage, the results of the morphometric and hypsometric analyses provide useful information for water conservation.